All right. So Remy hair means all the cuticle, all the hair shaft, all the cuticles all going in the same direction. It's all laying on top of each other in the same direction.
Why would it not be in the same direction?
So that's a great question. And that's usually a follow-up question that I get all the time. With modern technology now and the way they do things, there's a couple of ways how it happens. Sometimes companies will take a whole mess of hair from all different places. They won't organize it nicely. They'll just throw it all into a vat. And by the time they pull it all out, the hairs have crisscrossed each other and now they're going opposite directions. And that's what causes non-Remy hair to happen. And then usually what they'll do is they'll put some kind of a coating, some kind of a silky smooth coating over it to make it feel better. But the problem, what happens is if that coating wears off due to natural wear and tear, blow drying, styling, heat, washing, life, you got instant frizz, and that's a hot mess.
So there's some other processes that happen here. So yeah, I guess, we see hair as a flat, smooth surface, but under a microscope, it is rough. And it looks, the closest we can describe, and it's not exactly, it's like scales on a fish. Mm-hmm. The fish, if you rub a fish from mouth to tail, it's kind of smooth. A fish that has scales, not like a catfish that just has skin. But if you rub the side of a perch, a brim, or a fish with scales, it feels smooth one way. But if you rub the other way, it'll kind of grab you because those scales lay on top of each other. And that's kind of how hair is, only rounded. And so those cuticle layer kind of lay over each other. And if you've got one upside down and one right side up, those scales will grab. So what you might not be as familiar with because you didn't grow up in the hair replacement world. So in the hair replacement world, a very common practice it was interesting, and it's not a terrible idea. They chemically burn the cuticle off. They will over process it with acids to remove the cuticle from the hair. So then it didn't matter which way the hair went and the cuticle wouldn't grab, and you never get 100% of it off. So it still tangles a little bit, but you don't have as much cuticle grabbing each other. And what a great idea in theory. But the problem with that was that's what helps. I'm getting all tongue tied. That's what provides elasticity to the hair. So there's no more stretch. So it breaks easier, but it's also what protects and holds the color in. So now it fades faster. But that is something that's out there that people will say, well, this hair doesn't tangle. It might have burned off cuticle also.
So that in hair extensions, we see that more often in some of the lower end qualities of hair, lower end brands. Look, if you can order online 200 pieces of hair extensions for $50, yeah, that's got plastic bonds on it. That's not even glue. It's not even resin. Forget about keratin. There's no way there's any protein in there whatsoever. Yeah, and that hair, I don't know. That hair, I don't know where that came from.
Well,